This is your News Now Sports.
Only one team stood between the Leipzig Vikings turning a very good 2018 season into a historic one. Unfortunately for the Vikes, that team was Route 613 rival and Division 7 state champion Macomb, who handed Leipzig their only 2 losses of the year, once in the regular season and again in the regional semifinals. We begin tonight's countdown to kickoff 2 days in Leipzig.
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by Metzger Financial Services.
The Vikings are a bit of an anomaly this preseason. They lost 13 seniors from a 41-man roster, and there was big-time talent in that class, including the team's starting quarterback, star running back, and top 2 receivers, one of whom was honorable mention All-State defensive back Tyler Heagle. But head coach Joe Kirkendall still welcomes back 7 starters on defense, including the top 5 tacklers from a year ago, 4 starting offensive linemen, including first-team All-Stater Riley Spangler, and a pair of running backs in Juan Pena and Cole Williamson, who each have more than 800 rushing yards in their careers. So, while former Leipzig star and current Arena League quarterback Liam Nodler coaches up a pair of new signal callers, the rest of the team should be able to carry the load against a pre-conference schedule that features a couple of playoff teams from last fall.
With an inexperienced quarterback and receiving core, the ability to run the football and establish that and take some pressure off those guys is tremendous. You know, Gavin, as a senior, was phenomenal, but as a junior, he didn't play because of injury. So that gave some Juan and Cole some opportunities. And last year, we played a 3 running back system, which kind of created this establishment of depth. And those guys can kind of set the tone and let the quarterbacks and receivers settle themselves in.
We've been always mainly a rushing team, so we're going to try to run it down the field and see what we can do with like the returning lettermen, like Evan Schrader, Riley Spangler, Hunter Spangler. Those big boys coming up. I really think our big boys could push it down, help us win some games for us.
I feel like we'll be a lot better than what the paper thinks we'll be, then we'll go out and do some things this year.
At Patrick Henry, the defending NWOAL champions figure to have a target on their backs this fall. The Patriots graduated only 8 seniors last year and returned talent and experience all across the field. They're led by one of the state's most unique players, an All-Ohio nose guard TJ Ramey, who doubles as an all-conference quarterback. The senior has Toledo commit Garrett Schwiebert and fellow all-conference lineman Spencer Gershutz in front of him, all-conference running back Will Morrow at his side, and all-conference receiver Colton Holloway to throw to. Patriots have only 29 players on varsity this fall, so veteran head coach Bill Inselman knows staying healthy will be key. If they do, the players believe a repeat conference championship and a trip to Canton are attainable long-term goals, but in the short term, they're trying to come out strong after an 0-3 start last fall.
We're hoping to avoid the slow start from last year, hoping to come in day one and play real well and just kind of continue that for as long as we get to play for.
You know, we're trying to be undefeated, trying to be league champs, try to make it in the playoffs, our whole goal is not to start 0-3 again.
We start out 1-0, next week we want to be 1-0 again. And then we keep going, win those first 3 non-league, and then we win the league, and then we go on, win week 1 of playoffs, and take us down to Canton.
We come in, we want to work, we want to lift, we want to come out here and practice. Sophomore year, we were 2-8. Everybody dreaded coming here, but now with winning, it's exciting. Everyone wants to be here and get better.
News from the hardwood tonight is Columbus Grove grad and Notre Dame college product Will Voorhees announcing via his Twitter account this evening that he will play pro ball in Germany this season, signing with Eisbären Bremerhaven of the German Pro A. The former Bulldog averaged 28.8 points per game and 11.3 rebounds last season as a Falcon, and he was named the Mountain East Conference Player of the Year. We need to take a break here on Your News Now Sports, but when we return, we hit the diamond as the Cleveland Indians use extra inning magic to get past the Twins this afternoon. Full MLB highlights and more coming up next. The AL Central race is shaping up to be one for the ages with about a month and a half left in the regular season. The Twins enter action today, 1 game up on the Indians thanks to their win last night, but Cleveland is looking to get back even as these 2 teams close out their 4-game set this afternoon. To Target Field we go, the Tribe hoping to take 3 of 4 from Minnesota in this crucial divisional series. Top 1, the Indians get things going early as Greg Allen crushes a solo shot into the upper deck and right. His 3rd of the season as the Tribe on top. Fast forward, bottom 9, Brad Hand in for the save, but Marwin Gonzalez drills one that one-hops the wall and left. The tying run is in. Here comes the winning run. Francisco Lindor's throw is on target, and they get the out at the plate to send this game to extras. Top 10 bases juiced for Carlos Santana, and he clears them. A grand slam for the Indians' first baseman gives them the lead once again, and they don't give it up this time. Cleveland wins it 7-3. To Cincinnati we go as the Reds finish up their 4-game set with the NL Central leading clubs this afternoon. Bottom 3, Aristides Aquino stays hot. He doesn't leave the yard this time, but he does deliver a base hit to center. That scores Joey Votto to make it 2-zip Reds. Bottom 5, they add to it as with 2 away, Eugenio Suarez comes through with a solo shot to right. His 33rd of the season puts the home team up 3, but in the 7th it comes apart as with 2 away, Chris Bryant takes Michael Lorenzen deep to left. The 3-run shot is a part of a 5-run inning for Chicago. They come back to win it 6-3. In Detroit, game 8 of an 11-game homestand as the Tigers close out a 4-game series with the Royals. Bottom 1, Tigers already trailing, but Nico Goodrum cuts the deficit in half. He smacks a solo shot to right that just stays fair. It's his 11th of the season, making it a 2-1 game, but that would be as close as Detroit would get. Top 3, Jorge Soler continues his hot series as he blasts his 34th home run of the season. 5 RBIs on the day for Soler as the Royals roll 10-2. Switching over to the links now at the final round of the Northern Trust Open today at Liberty National Golf Course. The shot of the day right here at the par 4 10th. Troy Merritt tripping for birdie, and he dunks it. A final round 70 for him. He finishes tied for 12th at 10 under, but the day belonged to Patrick Reed. Here he is on 14 for birdie and the lead, and he makes no mistake. Reed would keep on humming from there as on the 18th green, he taps in for par to finish at 16 under and win the Northern Trust Open. It's Reed's first win of the year and his 7th career tour victory. We finish on the racetrack as NASCAR is in Michigan today for the Consumers Energy 400. Pick it up with 5 laps to go in stage 2. Pole sitter Brad Keselowski has a right rear tire problem. He manages to keep his car off the wall before catching the grass. He would stay in the race though and finish 6th. After the caution, Austin Dillon gets turned by Eric Almirola. He goes to the grass. Meanwhile, Almirola scraping the wall. Daniel Hemrick also involved as the caution comes out, but today belonged to the 4 car of Kevin Harvick. He cruises to a checkered flag. It's Harvick's 2nd win of the season as he claims the crown at Michigan, Katie.
Great. Thanks so much, Matt. We'll wrap things up after the break.